Right, good afternoon everyone. Quick weekly roundup. I haven't done one for ages. Those of you that have been following me for a while know why. Life's been a bit chaotic lately, so yeah, quick weekly catch up. Now, I did my junk journal thing series, and I missed the what do I say? I missed the fact that I'd reached 200 subscribers, basically. It was Chris, thank you very much, my lovely. She told me that I'd reached there. I've got a clue. And I did say a while ago that when I reach 200, I'll do a giveaway. So what I've done is I've made this, it's a giveaway, basically. So it's made out of one of those menu things. I think I remember showing you these, okay? And it's, I don't know, what would you call it? It's just like a little folio, basically. And everything is made out of junk. Well, mainly it's made out of this folio thing, basically. It was that menu thing. I don't really remember it. So I've collaged it, spray paint, ink, left some of the original packaging because that was quite nice. So we've got a big pocket here with tags. Yeah, so collage on the back there. This flips down, sorry, flips down there. I put a little tuck spot in there. A couple of my old business cards, which all that, all the information was out of date, so I've reused those, covered the backs, and just made them into little taggy things to go in there. I've made a, there we are, yeah. I have used coffee dyed paper here. I'd run out of that other paper, so this is the only thing that isn't. This is original out of a book, this notes thing. But yeah, the rest of it is just coffee dyed paper. So I say it's all collaged. I've done some heat embossing with red ink because I wanted to pick up this colour, which is on the actual main cover. And then here it's a big pocket envelope, turned up the bottom, sorry, window envelope, that's the word, the security ones, you know, turned up the bottom. Yeah, done a feather there, obviously. Made some more little journaling oh, I'll back those before I send that off. Sorry, did I back these? No, hopeless, aren't I? Right, okay, those all need backing. They will be backed. I'll leave them there and I'll remember that. Here at the bottom pocket, I made a slip out thing. Now let's see, did I? Oh yeah, there you go. Back that one. So that's got a slip out one there, and then it's got a big, this was a piece of gel printed paper, which was a scratch piece, basically. It was going to go in the bin, but obviously, so I backed that one. I remembered those. Clever me. I didn't bother to line the envelope. I wanted it to just be what it was. So again, let me just wiggle this back in. It's all made out of stuff that would ordinarily have ended up in the rubbish bin. So yeah, so I'll make that a giveaway. Only criteria is leave a comment, be a subscriber. So Chris and Lynn, you've got a good chance of winning this because you're the only two that sort of comment. I mean, if it is like that, then fine, I'll just do a 50-50, toss the coin type thing, and whoever is there gets it. So yeah, so I'll collage the back and everything, and on the back here is just a just a piece together. So anyway, it's a little giveaway, little bit of my creative stuff, and it says there, live, create and tell the story. So as you can probably just pick up, it's all embossed, all these yeah, so it's a little giveaway for you. So that's that. I've been meaning to do that for ages, and I will line those tags. Let me get them out, otherwise knowing my bird brain, I will forget. Right, let me put that somewhere obvious so that I don't lose it. Bear with me. Right, you stay there. I've had a change around in my craft room, and I got rid of my massive table, which was behind this desk here, turned everything round and had a darn good sort out because, you know, we're junk journalists, you hoard. Now, I can't remember how long ago, it was a while ago, a couple of months at least, I did these giant tags. Could I find them? No, I could not. So I was sorting out just a box of stuff, and I'd obviously just piled other stuff on top of these giant tags that I've gel printed on, because I had the the idea to make a tag journal, which I've done before. I couldn't find these at all. Found them. And I'd done this cover, and I redid all this stamping because I wasn't happy with this. But I think, in fact, I'm pretty sure, because I couldn't find these, I threw away the bit that I'd done to go on there. I don't know why. Anyway, so I have found this piece which fits perfectly, so I'll just do something decorative on there. And then guess what? I'll be able to make the tag journal. Hurrah! So yeah, as I say, when I couldn't find this, I thought, I bet I've thrown it away, because I had a big pile of sort of cardboard and stuff, which was, yeah, it just wasn't usable anymore. And I think I just bundled it all up and threw it. And I thought all this was in there, but lo and behold, it's turned up. I know, it's my life all over. Okay, earlier today I did the little slow stitch book that we've been making together. Oh, that's the wrong way up. And I finished the page. I just thought I'd show you what it turned out like. So let me get it a little bit closer. So I chain stitched most of it, and the only bit I've just done back stitch here in between the hexagon panels, and on these little ones as well. My bee turned out lovely like that. I kept calling it he. I think they're mostly she's, aren't they? Doesn't matter. Anyway, I needed it. The bee is done. So I just done a little swirly path here for him with a very simple running stitch, back stitch with one thread of embroidery thread for his wings, and then I said it again, didn't I? Anyway. So chain stitched all around those. Just did some little bullion knots here and a little bit of seed stitch there. It was all looking a little bit plain, but yeah, I'm really happy with that, and I love that thread. I'm really loving that. And that neatly brings me on to the little idea that I had, because I thought, if you haven't got, let me just show you through the book first of all. It's getting there. I'm really enjoying this. So there's the first page. Second page, pentagons, rectangles, and then hexagons. So yeah, liking that. So there we are, all happy, pleased with that. Now the thought I had was, if you want some variegated threads and you don't want to spend, I don't think it was that expensive, but anyway, if you don't want to spend loads and loads of money on buying lots and lots of different coloured threads, I thought, just buy white, okay, white thread. And then I've got these Spectrum Noir marker pens. I think any, kids marker pens might do exactly the same thing. I don't know, it's going to have to be a case of experimentation. But I just thought, I wonder if we can make our own variegated threads. Let's give it a go. I'm going to do it live. So, I kind of thought, just literally dragging, I don't know how much is in this red one anymore, but I just thought, drag the thread through the pen, or the pen on the thread, either. Okay, it doesn't have to be solid. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try it. I just thought, if you haven't got a large stash, this is meant to be pink, it's looking very red. Let's do the blue in between. They've got a chisel tip and a fine tip on these. So yeah, just sort of, obviously you end up with a mucky background paper. This is one of those artist palettes that you just, or palette sheet things that you just rip off and use as a palette. Clue is in the title. So let me show you up close. I think it's an idea. If you don't have a massive stash of threads, but you have got lots of white. See, it's kind of variegating it, isn't it? Sorry, I'll try and keep it still. It's not very good lighting today. The sun's gone down now, so. But yeah, I just thought, actually, just make your own, you know? I don't know. You might want to do that. You might not. I don't know. So that's that. So we've done the giveaway. That now we're hoping that I've got a craft fair, hopefully, in December. We'll see. That's until England goes into lockdown again. So I've just been making up some little bits and bobs. I mainly sell my soaps at craft fairs, to be honest. And I make little wash bags and stuff like that to go with the soaps, you know, just as an accompaniment. People usually buy a wash bag soap, and then I do these flannel soap saver things, so they buy them as like a set. But I thought I'd try these little things. I've made up some little mini Christmas junk journal book things with some really nice scrapbook papers and coffee dyed paper and that kind of thing. I don't know, I might put these on Etsy because a lot of people don't get these. A lot of people don't get junk journaling. I know we do, on because, you know, we like junk journals and we get them. But yeah, so I've done these. Like I say, I might not put those in the craft market stuff. Oh god, here we go. But I've also done these. Now these are made from the offcuts from when I did. I've got to put a bit of elastic in the middle, that's why I'm being a bit cautious opening them. When I did the other little art, what do I call them? Art journal things, you know, the little ones out of fabric. Anyway, I've made them out of collaged, sorry, completely out of screen, collaged card. All right, let me just show you the full length, okay? So it's just a full length like that. I folded them up into a pleasing size that actually fitted around the scraps. So in here is like mixed media paper, cartridge paper, watercolour paper. I think that is watercolour again. It might be mixed media. Anyway, I've just put the offcuts in there. So I'm going to put a bit of elastic on the side there so that holds them in. And then I've stitched on wallpaper. I had a load of wallpaper samples come in with a fabric sample book thing. And I didn't want to throw them away. I've made most of them into journal covers, actually, which I can use, you know, as and when I want a journal cover. But the other ones were quite plain, and I thought, well, actually, they would work really well. So they're kind of like a carry art thingy, you know, you can just slip them in your pocket. There's not a lot to them, you know, they're not very thick or wide, and I thought they'd make really good little stocking fillers for people that, you know, want to do a bit of drawing on the go. Can't remember which way. Oh, that one's orientated that way. Yeah, so I don't know, but give them a go. I might put half on Etsy and then half on, I'll keep half back for the craft fair. I don't think it's going to happen, I'll be honest with you. I've not renewed my public liability insurance. I said to them, look, until it's a definite, you know, it's a lot of money, the public liability insurance, to and most craft fairs now insist on it. So I said to him, I'm not going to, I mean, it runs out in November, so I said, you know, if by November, you know, it's definitely going to happen, I will happily renew. But until then, I don't want to pay out £56 to have my public liability insurance reinstated. So we shall see. It's at the race course in Newton Abbot, which is a town not far from where I am. So if you happen to be in the West Country, I think it's on the 5th of December. But yeah, we'll see if it's going to go ahead first. So yeah, I've been sort of making those, and I've got some other ideas, some little notebooks that I want to do. I'm starting the planning stages for my rose journal. I'm really keen to do this one because, bear with me, my book's disappeared. Come here. I picked up this little book at a car boot sale, and it's The Rose. Once I've gutted this, I'll turn this into a little journal as well. It's a lovely book, but it's got some really, really beautiful botanical prints in here of roses, and it's got you know, all sorts of, I mean, there's so many in here, I'll never use them all in one journal, that's for sure. But, you know, little pictures like this, which will be perfect for journaling cards. I mean, it's a beautiful book. It's almost a shame, but, you know, we are book vandals at the end of the day. We destroy books. I mean, that there is just, you know, beautiful. So, yeah, so this is kind of what's inspired me on to, or spurring me on to do it. The other thing, when I was sorting out, I went shopping in my room and I found, because I thought, oh, I haven't got anything with roses on. Wrong. So, yeah, I found all these papers which will go beautifully in a rose journal. Greens and this is a bit of collage stuff that I've got. This is ages old, this is. So I don't quite know how I'll use that. I'll wait for inspiration to strike. I found some little 6x6 papers. You know, yeah, so I thought, oh, I need to go and buy more. No, I don't. It's all here. I've got roses and roses and roses and roses. So, yeah, there we are. Yeah, that's that. So that with a load of coffee dyed paper would be perfect. I also had a go, and I'm just trying to think for the life of me who did the demo on this. But basically, on one of these plastic file folder things, lay a napkin down and literally smother it with PVA glue and then let it set. And you end up with this beautiful translucent plasticky, you know, do what you like with it. I thought that was a hole there, but it's not. Yeah, you can do what you like with it, really. It's kind of like a parchmenty, I don't know, acetate type thing, you know, parchment. Yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. So yeah, you end up with this beautiful sort of plasticky stuff. So I won't fold it yet because I don't quite know what I'm going to use it for. And somewhere around here I've got, hang on, where's it gone? There it is. I bought some really horrendous jewellery at the car boot, but on one of the big necklaces was this sort of, I don't think it's wood, it's probably plastic, but it's a rose. Let me get it in the light properly. Yeah, so I thought that'd look fantastic on the front of the cover, you know, with some other stuff. So that's it. It's in the planning stages, so I'm just keeping all these bits and bobs together, and then I'll get around to it, as they say. So, but yeah, that book is just very inspirational. But it's just, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of pictures in here. So I'm not going to be wanting for any ephemera. So yeah, beautiful, and it's almost brand new. Well, it probably is brand new. I doubt it's even been read. So, but like I say, that'll make a sweet little pocket journal as well when it's stripped out. Right, I think that's it. I've waffled on for long enough, I think. Got work 3 days this week because I had last week off with my daughter. Oh, she's given me permission actually. I didn't actually tell people. Yeah, she, oh gosh, 5 years ago. No, it was before she had Eleanor. So nearly 6 years ago. She developed a kidney stone, and it went undiagnosed basically. And they said, because she said to the specialist, you know, what would have been the signs, the first signs, and he said, oh, you'd have had infections and blah blah blah. He said, but then of course you can have a silent infection. Never heard of one myself, but there you go. So you wouldn't even know you've got it. So anyway, she ended up with a massive kidney stone, which killed the kidney basically. So she had to have a kidney removed. That's what, you know. And they weren't actually sure on how serious it was going to be until they actually started operating. Well, he done it in an hour and a half, he said. So he was well chuffed that actually it wasn't going to, it didn't turn out as serious as it could have been, because they were worried it had fused to her spine, and oh gosh, it was a bit of a nightmare. So anyway, she had that done last Friday. She is a very fit young lady, so she's up and about, absolutely no problem at all, and back doing her dog walking business and the grooming and all the rest of it. So yeah, so that's as I say, I have got full permission, because I said to her, you know, they might, I think they're probably sort of wondering what was up and all that. So yeah, she said, yeah, I don't mind. She's like me, yeah, whatever. So yeah, so that's it. She's all back on her feet. So yeah, back to work next week, 3 days next week. So I'm not sure how much creating stuff I'm going to get done. I have got something in mind, which is a little make thing. It was on Anne Brooks' email. I'm on her email list, and it's this. She'd actually done. Ooh, there we are. And basically, it curls up into You put a spool of cotton in there, and your needles, and it all rolls up into a thing. If you I can't remember the lady's name, and it's not come out on here. She got it off of somebody else's blog spot, basically. Obviously had permission to do so. But if you sign up to Anne Brooks... Oh, sorry. Oh, why have you gone all like that? It's the white paper, I expect. If you sign up to Anne Brooks' mailing list, you probably will find it on there. It might be on her blog as well. I haven't looked, to be honest. So yeah, so I might make some of those. Yeah, that's about it really. Just need to get on and make some stuff. As I say, I just don't know what's happening with this craft fair. Whether if it does go ahead, brilliant. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have all this stuff I've got no idea what to do with. Anyway, Etsy will be full, that's for sure. So I'll get on, make this. I might start that rose journal, but I really need to crack on and do some other stuff. So yeah, so happy with my bee, happy with my little honeycomb thing going on here. And I'll leave it there, because I think I've been waffling on for long enough. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye.